have a beautiful new moon in Taurus. If you haven't, of course, this is going to post on the new moon into the energy of the new moon. So it's never too late to write your manifestations. The new moon energy does linger. It isn't set on a specific day. And I hate how sometimes that is the vibe around astrology, is like, no, it has to happen that day. And it's like, no, it doesn't. When it comes to mind, do it. When you feel it is right for you to ask, say, or do, just do it. It does make it feel a little bit more special when you do it on like the new moon, full moon, all that fun jazz, and you know, during any retrogrades or directs or sextiles or whatever. By no means, I am no expert on astrology. I just listen to a lot of lovely readers who are very good with astrology. So it's the only reason I know the lingo. I don't study it as much as I probably should. But I don't know. I'm barely reading cards, you know. I'm going to do what I can right now. Then I'll get fancy later. But I'm happy with cards so far. But I do love the astrology stuff. It does help. It just makes you more aware and more mindful of, you know, the powerhouse days, or the days that could be a little bit more tricky or challenging. But anyway, this reading is more of the energy that is to come, what is to come later after this new moon, after, I feel like I'm crooked, but we're just going to go with it. What you're manifesting the weeks to come. I hear that May, and I do feel that end of April, beginning of May, everything is really just going to pan out, smooth out, and a lot of stuff is going to come into fruition. And I meant to pull Kali cards last reading and I forgot, so I'm having it front and center so I don't forget. And I'm only using 3 oracle decks, including this one, so it's not going to be too monotonous. Try to keep it simple. A little new Taurus new moon energy is what we're going for, what we're asking our guides, our guardians, our ancestors. A little new moon energy, what the week may hold, what the future may hold. Yeah, just see what is coming for us and our highest good. And if I have to pause, I got my littles that I'm watching start to fall asleep. Alright, so I think I'm going to do these first and then pull kind of the other deck as clarifications and then go from there. Oh god, how many is that? 2. Alright, we're going to go with them. That's fun. Yeah, that's fun. So we have surrender and release the past. That ain't some new moon shit. I don't know what it is. We have the castor bean, which is release the path, 31, and the liberty cap, which is surrender. Letting go of stuff that no longer serves you, much like a lot of, I mean, if you watch any amount of readers, you're going to see that a lot of readings are overlapping with release what doesn't serve you, be more authentic, take your power back, take control back, do what makes you happy, do you for a change. And that this just feels like another one of those. MJ from Soulful Revolution, I highly recommend her. She is the best. Love her to death. Oh, I had the Empress, so we're gonna go with that for our first card. Anyway, she's the astrology buff. That's where I get most of my astrology stuff from, is her. And I forget where I was going with that now. I saw the Empress and I lost a train of thought. I thought, oh wow, this is speaking to the divine feminine, because I feel like we're the ones that, not we, but yeah, we who are identifying as divine feminine, or however you identify. We all have masculine and feminine. we've taken the brunt of a lot of stuff and have had to step into roles that we shouldn't be in, that are absolutely draining and inauthentic. So this is just feeling like, take your power back, get back in that Empress state. Do you, do what makes you happy. Make me a hair bit more room. Yeah, I forget what I was going with MJ, but she is awesome. Go give her a read, or a listen, a read. And if you have cats, subtitles on, you'll have a read. All right, let's see. So we have the Empress, the High Priestess. Holy cow. Okay, cool. I like it. The King of Cups. I like this a lot. And the Three of Cups. Oh my God, how beautiful is that? And another thing that a lot of readers have been saying, and I have been feeling, is you're going to get, I think I was talking about leaving the old, you're going to get your community. You're going to find your people with that Three of Cups and the King of Cups. So much nurturing. You're going to trust yourself with the High Priestess and the Empress. I mean, can't get any better than that. That is just gorgeous. It just feels like a total awakening. I mean, some of you guys might be having your first Kundalini awakenings, your first awakenings where you're like, synchronicities are getting uncanny, and you're realizing that there is more to your story than just existing. And that's what this is feeling like, and having a nurturing masculine a part of it, whether it's getting back in touch with whatever wounded masculine you have, whether it's the father wound or mother wound, healing. I just see with that King of Cups is a healed masculine. It is healing. It is kind of like the cool salve on a wound. It's how I feel that King of Cups is being. And then the Three of Cups is just celebrating with your tribe, your people, people who honor you and celebrate you. It's like you're doing it with a friends group. It's like you and your besties are all kind of doing this together, so you don't have to be alone or feel alone. And I love that, because having a friend group really, really does make it so much easier to kind of jump into something new when you have a good support system. And with releasing the past, release the old support system and surrender and trust. And that is probably the hardest thing when you are waking up to the spiritual journey, is trusting, because there is so much you will never know and not know, because we have chosen to have a veil put over us and forgotten our past lives and our power, and we're down here on this earth, this school, to learn things. So we're kind of really fumbling in the dark till we find the light switch. And it's nice to have others to fumble with you and laugh about it and be in there until we can all turn on the light switch together and be together. The Eight of Swords and Empress. Yeah, releasing yourself from self-hindrance bondings or other bondings that other people have put you in. You're done with it. That's surrender, release. You're releasing that. And I mean, the picture of the Eight of Swords, this one kind of has a good one too. She's tied up in string and she has these 8 swords surrounding her. Some readers say, oh, she can just slip out of it because it's paper. You know, some, they're like, oh, this is doomsday. Me, it's all in your head. It's kind of like she can just tear out of it. It's just paper. And getting out of your head and just doing and being and living and not worrying. Because worrying doesn't solve anything. We all know that. Worrying never solves anything. It just stresses you out. Puts your body in fight or flight. Doesn't get anything done. So we want to calm it down. Take our power back. Be like, no, I am badass. No, I am the Empress. And this is for all genders. Not just... You know, when I say Empress, I'm not meaning just female identifying people. I mean everyone. We all have a masculine and feminine, and it's stepping into that power again, a healed power, a balanced power, a nurturing power, a loving power, a creative, because the Empress is creativity as well. So she's connected to Venus, which is a very creative and beautiful, loving planet. So it's like, yeah, you're stepping out of old ways of thinking, old ways of doing, and into just a higher being. And we go with the High Priestess, Seven of Wands. Yeah, trusting your intuition and trusting what's right for you and what you know is right for you. Yesterday was the Seven of Wands too, or the last video I posted, and it's about boundaries. You know, you are holding your ground, you're staying firm in what you believe, and trusting your gut. So clearly there's a really huge thing of just trusting, believing, surrendering, and going. Pushing forward, going forward. Doing what you love, doing what makes you happy, even if it's scary, even if it's new. Posting these videos are still mortifying to me, but I am doing them. I'm just trying to look past the nerve-wracking part of looking insane reading into a camera. But I feel still I'm connected to the same lovely group of people who are figuring stuff out and are waking up, which is lovely. I love to feel it. It's yeah, the Three of Wands. And speaking of the resistance, the Three of Wands is a person looking out to sea. And it's also recognized as kind of like the Two of Wands is getting the game plan. The Ace of Wands, like any of the cards. Ace is like getting the idea, getting the knowledge, whatever it is. And then the Two is planning and picking. And the Three is the beginning of the resistance. Are you going to say, okay, this is not for me, and changing course, or pushing through? The Three of Wands, you're pushing through, and it's with this King of Cups here. So you are pushing through, doing whatever it is to a more nurturing, healed side of things. You are pushing through. You know how like waterfalls, I don't know, water flowing, you can feel that resistance, but when you push through, you get through. That's what I'm envisioning. It's like, it looks a lot scarier than it is, but once you get to the other side, you're like, well, damn, that wasn't that bad. You know, our brains make a lot of things a lot more scary than what they are. And some things are very scary. Some things are hugely scary, especially leaving relationships that you've been in for umpteen years. And I'm speaking from experience, leaving a 12-year relationship, and you don't know how you're going to do it. But you do it, and you realize I'm doing it. I'm alive. Everyone is alive. Everything is fine. My life is happy. You know, you find self-worth, you find confidence, you find self-power, self-love, and then you realize, well, shit, I've been sitting there moping and pouting about something that I didn't need to be worrying, moping, or pouting, but it gives you the wisdom to help others to know what it feels like to be in that place. And that's why we go through a lot of the experience we do, so we can be a help for others and be there for others, because it's the worst thing to feel alone or have no one to relate to. So we go through these experiences so we can relate to others and help if they want help. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. So be a cool glass, but make sure you keep your cup full. But be a cool glass to those who might need it as well. Speaking of cool glasses, we're going to go to the Three of Cups and get a clarification on that. Okay, we're going to get 2 clarifications on that. Oh, that happened last reading too. 2 cards jumped out. I guess I'm not pulling enough. We have the Six of Cups, which is, oh, lovely, childhood, and the Ace of Swords. Got that from my reading right before I did this too. Clarity, knowledge. It's like, yeah, with the 3 and the Ace, you're celebrating with people you know, or healing, celebrating with your inner child, doing something like I spoke last time with your inner child, and knowing what it is and how to heal it, and maybe not how to heal it, but how to start, because the Ace again is starting and knowing kind of a rough draft of where to start. And with that 3 of Cups there, it's almost like you and a friend's group is doing it. Y'all are doing it. Y'all are healing. Y'all are going, and y'all are doing it together. That's really sweet. I love that. I love that for this group of people who are doing it with friends. And the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom, family. And I was just saying, I was looking for this card yesterday, and there it be. All right, so I'm going to pull a few little oracle cards at the end to finish this up, making it a little bit shorter, and then see what Kali has to say, since I forgot Kali last time. Ooh. Okay, I guess these two. Elixir of life and equilibrium. Interesting. And then there's that water that I was seeing in my head. I'll show you these little pictures without covering up the words. Elixir of life, I was just talking about keeping your cup full, a cool drink of water. You're doing that. And you'll know how to do it with the Ace of Swords, and I feel like it's going to just be second nature, trusting yourself with the High Priestess. I'm not speaking poorly of us who maybe have woken up a little bit slower and over time, but I feel like this new wave of folks is really going to just know, because there's so much information available. It'll be a quicker and a lot less confusion, which makes me so very happy. I love it. Oops, and whoever this is resonating for, I hope it does resonate, that it gets easier. It gets so much easier. The more you jump into it, the more you swim in it, the better it gets. In equilibrium, you will find the balance between giving and taking, healing yourself and healing others, because you know, there's never enough healers. We always need healers, readers, mediums. There's room for everyone. Everyone could read for everyone and it would still not be enough. So we can all jump on the same page. There's room for everyone in this, I don't know, group, collective of readers and healers, and healing yourself. It's also never too late to do this. So don't feel like, oh my God, I'm so behind. You're not. Absolutely not. You are right where you need to be. And it is perfect. And there's tons of threes in this. So if that is a number for someone, we have the Empress, which is the Three of Wands. And then 36, 31, which starts with threes. And then Three of Cups. 3, 3, 3. So that's an important number to anyone. You got lots of threes. So surrender, release the past. You are healing, you are finding your power, and you're doing it with a lovely little group of friends. And if you're not, don't worry. It's okay to do stuff alone. You will find your village. They are there. Maybe they have to wake up. Maybe they're going through something. Maybe they are healing their inner child so they can be a better friend for you. Pouting that you don't have friends, but yet you never go out, you never introduce yourself, you never talk to, like, you can't complain about something and have no action. I'll go there. So if you're like, well, I don't have any friends, and you want to mope and pout about that, find a hobby that you can do with others. Board tabletop games are coming back. 40K, Warhammer, all that stuff, Necromundo, all of it's coming back in. If you're interested in any of the gathering, playing cards like that, magic cards, there's groups of friends out there, and you will find the ones that you need. And if you are into the more nerdy stuff, they're coming up with all sorts of games. Now I just watched a beautiful group of people play the frisbee, where it's almost like soccer and frisbee mix, but you're not using your feet. Of course, you're catching the frisbee, but you have to throw it to each other and throw it into a goal. Whatever that is called. Ultimate Frisbee. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Triple check me. But anyway, there is something for everyone out there, and it's not just alone. But you got to get out there. You got to start moving in order for Spirit to guide you. You got to go in a direction that makes you happy, and then Spirit will guide everything else to you. All right, I'll stop blabbing because this video is getting long. See what end with Kali, since I forgot to do that last time. So we'll see what she has to say, or has any input to end this reading. Oh, this one's beautiful. And I hope I say this right, but it looks like the Kala Dahara. When hope is lost and a way forward cannot be sensed, Kali's love will find a way. If the path does not yet exist, then it shall be created. If you cannot see or feel how you can move from where you are to where you want to be, Kali's wisdom and grace will manifest at the perfect time to provide what is needed. If you want friends, start moving forward. Kali will help. If you want a better job, start moving towards that direction. Manifest it, think about it, talk about it. Kali, the universe, yourself will make a way. If you're wanting a partner, a life partner, whether that be like a best intimate friend or an actual like romantic partner, start manifesting it. Don't settle. Don't half-ass. Do your best. Be your best for yourself. Because when you take care of you first, it'll all fall into place. And, you know, heal those people-pleasing. And when I say do you first, I feel like I'm talking to a lot of people who have over-sacrificed and over-given. If you don't feel you've over-given, then find the balance of giving and receiving, because maybe you've been on the receiving end and you need to learn how to give. So take what resonates, take how it is. If it doesn't resonate, there's tons of other readers out there that are absolutely fantastic. MJ, who I was talking about at Soulful Revolution, she's really good. But yeah, that's all I'm hearing. And all I think I'll say. But you'll find your village, and if you have your village, wonderful. Y'all are all going to be on the same page here soon, it looks like. Surrender, release, trust. And it'll all work out. Worrying doesn't do anything for you. But I only see the one sword, so I think you know that. I think worrying, you know, worrying does no good. And you are moving forward, and you are doing what you want. So I hope you have a beautiful new moon week. And I'll see if I can get the courage to post anymore.